welcome to your No Love Lost podcast. I'm your host, Maddie James.
What's going on, fellas? It's your boy Gucci.
Yes, sir. It was another great week, week 3 in the books, and we're going on to week 4. So before we go on to week 4, let's talk about week 3. What happened?
Yes,
So
sir.
we had some great matchups this week. We're gonna try to do a little new format here and see how it flows and see how it goes. So I played Janilson and I took care of business. I beat him by 25 points. The game went into Monday night. Don't really have to go dive deep into that. That drops Janilson down to 1-2, and me to the top of the league 3-0. Vic,
Play Kalu.
you played Kalu,
Yes,
um,
sir.
and
Outcast.
and dude, that was a very high scoring matchup. Unfortunately, you were a top 3 scorer this week, but you end up going against the top scorer of the week,
Yeah, man.
and you
2 weeks
lost.
in a row playing against the highest scorer, man.
And kudos
Crazy.
to Kalu with the drop of the 158. Star-studded lineup for both teams. This is worth going over because I've seen some numbers on here that I've never seen in quite a while. Vikings scoring 38 points for a defense. That's a lot. That's a lot of points. Um, I've never probably the Cowboys D a couple years ago when Kev won his championship is what this looked like. But I don't know if that was the exact score. That's probably a good way to look it up. Um, Cortland Sutton 25, Devonta Smith 20, Ferguson 21. Everybody came to show out for Kalu's team. And with your team, Nico Collins woke up. Garrett Wilson, a former part of your team, woke up, and Trey McBride, who's been Mr. Consistent for you, really performed well, and Khalil Shakur with 14 points. The only thing that sucks about this is you face the highest score of the week, which puts you to 0-3 and puts Kalu to 2-1.
Yeah, man. You know what hurt about this matchup is, Dak Prescott. This is 2 games in the season. 2 out of 3 he's cost me. He's cost me. But besides Prescott, Ramondre Stevenson, man, 2 fumbles, and then one of the fumbles was on the goal line, like inches away from like TD. That one just like I was watching that game. I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" I knew his night was over after that second fumble. I was like, "He ain't coming back, man." Oh man, it's that's
And
fantasy
he was
for you,
looking
man.
solid. And he was looking solid too, Ramondre. Next matchup, uh, KT versus Ryan. KT was saying that he was going to make
Do
this a
some,
rivalry,
he's gonna do
and
some dirty things to Ryan.
and he was proven wrong. He
He got
he
smacked. He lost
he
by
got
like what's that? 40 points? Yeah,
yeah
40 points.
he got slapped, and he was low score of the week to be honest, and then puts him down to 1-2 and Ryan to 3-0, which puts him the 3 seed right now in the standings. And I don't know how you can continuously talk junk about a person who's defeated you so much and then like lose again, get embarrassed. So I think the method that we go like to go by is spoke when spoken to. Is that what he say? Spoken to.
um, you know, just to be devil's advocate, I'm gonna defend KT. Um, I was watching that Giants Chiefs game. The Chiefs
Oh
had no
man,
the Chiefs had no business winning that game.
no, I. You know what?
The Giants D was balling out. They did their part, but Russell Wilson, man, he threw some picks. I was like, what the fuck? He threw some throws. I'm like, yo, I don't know if he was trying to throw it out of play or like throw it to a receiver. Like just for an example, the last play of the game where they could have, they could have, I think, tied it up, or they needed like a 2 point conversion to tie it up if they got the touchdown. He just sailed it through like it was a field goal, right through the goal, right between the goalposts. I'm like, what the hell, man? What's going on right now? It was like fourth and change, and he just ran the red zone, just threw it between the field goal posts like it was a field goal. I'm like, what is going on right now? Are you trying to win? Like, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, for Malik Neighbors going on 3 points is like, what the heck is going on? Like, I don't know. I think he's the best player on the team. So how does he only get 3 points? Just don't. I don't get it. How coaches are incompetent to get their best guys involved. I don't. Again, I'm not no NFL coach, but I don't know, man. But Ryan, 3 and
I
0.
I do want to highlight Hunter Henry on Ryan's squad, man. He's looking like a fucking stud.
Oh yeah,
He's giving you tight end ranked number one tight end numbers.
yeah, and
29 points. This is like what 2 out of 3 weeks. He's giving you solid production in the season.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Number one target, arguably.
yeah. For Drake May, he's been number one on the target in my opinion.
Then we had George versus Kyle. Kyle, new league mate, dropping to 0-3. Again, it's very hard for new members to adjust when coming to this league, and Kyle's feeling it right now. Definitely shakes up the roster this past week. We'll talk about that more later on, but yeesh, it's tough sledding. But Georgia's team, that JT and Kyron Williams combination is lethal. It's it's a good combo to have, especially that they're using JT in a full time role now. He's just not just a regular guy out there. They used to just run him, but now he's catching passes out the backfield.
Yeah.
He's stacking those numbers up. I think that's he has a big chance of finishing RB1
Don't forget George
overall.
has Javante too.
Oh, he does. Yeah, that he's been a stud too, and he was our late round find. So kudos to George for that late round pick. And then Chris Olave, he's getting targeted like crazy, and he has only been on his low, like he's been doing the low ceiling, but he's gonna explode at some point or another because the Saints suck. So they have to get him involved. And then Kyle, man, um, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry, man. It's just hard, man. It's how hard out on these streets, man. It's we told you just to let you know. We also had Moose play Stevie. Moose again took care of business, scored 150 points just about, and his highest performance was Puka Nakua. Puka Nakua is one of those guys that can finish top fantasy player, man. It's crazy how much targets this guy gets, and it's just like he rolls. It feels like he just rolls out of bed
He's just a
catching the football.
baller.
He's an ultimate baller. Um, New acquisition for Moose. Um, Pearsall drops 21 points.
Scabo.
Q, yeah, and Scatterbo, another new addition at 24 points. It seems like he got him at the right time because Tracy gets hurt, and now Cam Scatterbo is RB1. He must have had intel on that one.
I got a quote for Moose. Fantasy, it's not about being reactive, it's about being proactive. He
Mm,
he got he jumped on Scabo before he became a hot commodity. Bought him for super low. Um Kudos to Moose on that, man. That's being proactive.
proactive. And then, and we got good old rock fight of the week. Yeah, Kev and Steve. Man, I want to start off by saying, damn, Kev, it's a rough start of the season, ain't it? It's cold world, like he would say. Cold world. 0-3. Bottom of the league. Dead last in the league. I don't know. He's a former champ, so I don't know if the people are being kind to him. I don't know if people will leave him alone or whatever, but
Yeah, man, it's CeeDee Lamb hurt.
no, CD Lamb, I forgot about the injury. I didn't even want to bring that up, but
He's out for a few weeks. The Chargers, it's Quentin Johnston's team. It's tough.
can't. And then you got Steve's team. Though he won today, I mean this week, he is the one that gets eliminated from Survivor. That sucks by point zero four of a point.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is nuts, right? That's back to back weeks where someone just squeaked out. It's just wild to me.
I do want to add for Steve, man. He's 2-1. You gotta get these wins any way you can. He got like a big gun on his bench, and that team, that Kansas City team, desperately needs him. You got Rasheed Rice on the bench, what's it, a 6 week suspension?
Hmm.
Whatever it is. I mean, it's just to get Rasheed Rice and to be at 500. It's good for Steve.
Yeah, it is. Um, Especially trying to steal those wins. So before we get into next week's matchups or this week's matchups, I gotta get used to this timing and the format. We are gonna talk about some trades that happened. It just figures that as we dropped the podcast, the clip that we dropped was about trades, if I remember correctly. Uh, and as soon as that happened, we got Rashid Shaheed going for Scatterbo from Cleo Moose. Now that I look at this trade, I'm like, oh, what the freak? Kalia Shaheed for Scatterbo? Oh God, that did
Hey
not
man,
age
that
well.
was at the time. Being proactive. There was already rumblings that I will add this though. That Kansas City game, it started off as Tyrone Tracy as a starter, and Tyrone Tracy yard per carry was like 6 point something before he got hurt. He had like 4 rushes for like 29 yards,
Mm-hmm.
and he had like 2 catches, and then he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Scabo was not in the game. He didn't come in, give him a breather. It was a Tyrone Tracy show. And then Scabo did what he's supposed to do. He seized the opportunity, got the opportunity. Tyrone got hurt, and he made the most out of it. Now it's uh, in my opinion, his backfield to lose. But Moose was proactive. You heard the rumblings of possibly going to a timeshare, and he jumped on it. He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna just find out. I'm not gonna let him become a hot commodity. I'm gonna just find out."
It's a funny way that built up because I was in talks with Kyle and he was offering the scat back for Ricky Pearsall, and I was like, I don't even know because I was very unclear what role he was looking at, and then which brings me to how I got Trevion Henderson. I traded Ricky Pearsall for Henderson, just banking on him breaking through in the second part of the season. I knew I was going to lose out with Ricky Pearsall, but I also know that as the season goes on, Ayuk's going to come back and Juwan Jennings is going to come back. So things that might change for the 49ers. So I just hedged my bet on Henderson. I needed that extra back as the season continued. And then, which leads us to a trade that was done today. No, it was yesterday, right? It's yesterday. You traded for Benson and JSN, and you gave Ibuka and Garrett Wilson and Jeremy Nichols,
Yeah.
which I thought was a solid trade. I think you gave up a little bit more than he did, but I think ultimately Trey Benson and JSN will add to what you already have on your team. I think Benson's a RB2 with the upside of a RB1, and I think JSN is a stud, top five finishing wide receiver. That's just where I believe. Um, Ubuka probably a wide receiver two, wide receiver three. Garrett Wilson probably a wide receiver two, upside of a wide receiver one. And Jeremy Nichols is just a part-time guy, bi-week fill-in. So I think that
Well, we added McNichols because he already has Bill on his team.
oh, okay. So yeah, so I think if you outweigh everything, I think if you put in like in a trade chart, I think you would say that you probably got the edge a little bit, but I didn't see a problem with that trade. When I saw it, I was like, ah, that was not I was in a bad
Yeah,
trade. I don't think that was too
it
bad.
was a lot of I guess you can say household names being moved, but I felt like um areas were filled on both teams. I think he wanted like another strong wide receiver on his team, and he got that. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Emeka. He lost
Mm-hmm.
JSN, but he gained Garrett Wilson. And on
Mm-hmm.
my end, I'm a big JSN fan, so I got JSN. But most importantly, I got Benson. I needed a running back. I thought Ramondre was my answer. He was looking good. Um, um, Obviously, we all seen what happened this past weekend. And then I lost Tyrone Tracy to injury, so I was like, nah, I need a back. The waiver wire looks like trash. And I was already asking a few guys in the league about their running backs. It was just too rich for my blood. Kyle, man, he was a great trade partner. Smooth transaction. We got that trade done in 5 minutes, literally. It literally was a 5 minute conversation. It was just like right to it,
Yo,
boom.
I will say that Kyle is very fluid. I love
Very,
it.
it was boom, right to it.
He's not
Um,
gonna lead you on or nothing. He's just gonna be like, yo, this is what I got. Boom. He's very, very easy to conversate with and trade. I like that.
yeah, so let's see. We got this week on. Hopefully, both Kyle and I can get our first wins of the season this upcoming week.
Oh, look at you. Getting on it early. And oh man, also, since that's a trade talk, I want to add this too. Yo, bro. My thing before going to bed last night was like, I wonder how much money is gonna be spent on Trey Tucker. I was like, maybe I was like, maybe I'll put a bid down, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my time. Or did I waste my time? I did waste my time. Trader freaking Joe, $43 freaking dollars on this guy. Even if you combine Steve's, Ryan, and Janilson's money together, Trader Joe still outnumbered them in fat bucks. That's
I
absurd.
mean, he needed a. I mean, me personally, Trey Tucker wouldn't be my answer, but he needed a wide receiver, so I see why he did it. But I mean, Tucker
43
personally,
$43
it
worth,
wouldn't be
bro.
like I said. I wouldn't be my answer. I would hit up the trade market, but that wouldn't be my response. You know, his wide receiver right now, I think his best wide receiver right now is Keenan Allen.
Yo,
He just
you know what?
lost
I need to check.
Terry. He lost Terry McLaurin today. It looks like it's going to be a multiple week injury. He's seeing a specialist. That doesn't sound good. He's definitely out for this week. Yeah, Jerry Judy. Oh, Addison's coming back from suspension, and that's about it. And yeah, that's what we had on the scene prior to picking up Trey Tucker. So
Well, in comparison to last week, the waiver wire darling of last week was Franklin, which he went for an outstanding $35. The week before that, Fannin, he went for another outstanding $35. So, which leads me to saying this. I'm definitely checking Stevie's credit score because, yo, my man's dropped $15 on a defense last week. Let me
I
see.
didn't even know that. I didn't.
Yo, dog, I be living on this, man. When I look at these bids,
Yeah, but guys
like
be spending. Yeah, guys be spending big. Every Wednesday, guys be spending big. Like I'll say this. Like I personally thought week one the Fannin acquisition was a lot of money to drop on a tight end. And I mean, I'm someone that if you don't draft a top tight end, I'm just gonna stream. I'm not spending big bucks or trading for a top tight end. That's just my outlook on it. So I thought Fannin was a big spend. Um, Franklin last week. I mean, I put money on him, but yeah, you know, Cortland Sutton came back, so the target share went back to normal this week. Well,
yeah.
yeah, I didn't realize he spent $15 on a defense last week.
All right, so he dropped $12 on a defense last week. Then he dropped 11 to get his tight end back that he dropped, Dallas Goddard, for $11. And then let's see. And then and then he dropped another like $2 this week. The biggest spender of this past week was Kevin. Kevin seen 0 and 3, so he's like, you know what, time to spend some money. So he spent like $35 on on the market. But like again, I'm going back to Steve. Like, yo, man, my guy said, yo, I'm blowing out this cash like he's at the strip club. He's like, yo, I'm gonna spend all my ones on Shorty right here, and we're gonna get them bands. Like, once I saw her, I was like, yo, $43, man. I don't know what the money was that I would have put down on him. I probably would have put like $5 or something just to say
Yo,
that I bid on him. Just like
you know what Fab acquisitions I did like this week.
what?
I like the Luther Burden
Oh yeah,
acquisition by Ryan.
I put something down on it. I thought it was very difficult to manage on how much to spend because I feel like a lot of these guys um, have like unfulfilled roles. I feel like all that stuff has to develop. But again, fantasy is about getting ahead of the curve instead of being, or you're too late. So it's like when you spend this money, especially before bye weeks, everything sounds good until that bye week comes up and you got to drop that person that you spend with tough decisions you got to make. It's like, oh, I spent $15 on this player, so do I cut him or not? And you ain't got bye weeks yet, so like a lot of these roles that these guys have are not fulfilled yet because we don't have enough information to to ride on something. Look at that, Franklin. You buy Franklin, he had a great game week, whatever that was, and then now he just had like 2 targets. So it's like you're put in a tough spot.
You think what the so to end the topic of acquisitions? Do you see more trades this week?
Do I see more trades this week? Yeah, you know what? I was gonna say yes because Kev. I was gonna say Kev's gonna make a move, but he's a type of guy that goes down with his ship, which is the wrong way to think. If you're going down with the ship, you might as well sink because you're fighting for a spot now. 0-3. You got 4 more, well, 5 more L's before you're not in playoff contention. So even with that being said, I don't think Kev's gonna be making a move, but I think there's a couple moves that are on the table this week. I have,
Yeah, man. I
I
mean,
think,
I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat, Cap. I'm 0-3. I feel like this week is must win territory for me. Once it goes to 0-4, 0-5, that window that window starts to shut. Like little bit of air is coming in. So getting a win this week is a must.
well,
That's why I
yo,
look at it.
even for me, I'm 3-0, and I'm still not comfortable because it's like the soon as you 3-0, it's easy way to be 3-1, 3-3, 3-4, 3-5. Like no, it's like everybody got to fight for a spot, man. One
I mean,
week.
this league has a history. If I remember correctly, the past two seasons, I think both Steves. Like I think last year was Steve or Stevie started off hot, and then they barely made the playoffs. And the year
Yeah,
prior is one or the other again. The year prior, and they barely made the playoffs.
nah, I'm.
Or was it
It's a
Monty? I think
grind.
Monty started off last year hot,
Oh, he started hot, and
and
then
then he just combusted,
yeah,
blew
I'm
up.
not trying to. I am not trying to combust, man. I'm good with that. I'm trying to take it a week at a time, man. But yeah, man, we'll get into these matchups for this week. Tomorrow's Thursday. Well, not tomorrow because we air this tomorrow. Today's Wednesday. Here's Thursday. So today we got a big matchup between me and George. That's a nice fight that's gonna happen. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a big matchup, man. I can't even front. George does have a solid team, especially if Daniels plays. Jamar Chase is definitely going to be seeing Patrick Surtain, so we'll see what happens with that. But
Yo, did you see my boy? Yo, my boy QJ was giving Sertan the works last week.
and you're playing
Trader Joe,
Trader
Stevie.
Joe. Ooh,
I mean, I Fantasy Joe. Can't call him Trader Joe no more. Sorry, Steve. Fantasy. I'm playing Fantasy Joe. 50 Cent.
I don't know. I think Steve's team is reeling, bro. I don't know. Maybe he puts Mister 43 Bucks in on his lineup.
I mean, in my opinion, like I said in the chat today, it's like when you go on a free agency, you spend the big bucks on a top free agent. And in NBA, you spend your big bucks on a top free agent, Michael Porter Jr., or you spend the big bucks on Milton Williams, like the Pats. You don't spend big bucks on the big players to sit on your bench. You got to start them, man. You got to start them, man. You spent the big bucks, you got to start them. The Pats started Milton Williams. You got to start Trey Tucker.
Sounds like a good salesman. And then we got fighting for his life, Kyle's P. versus Ryan. I mean, good luck, Kyle. Good luck. Good luck. Because all I see on Ryan's roster is green, 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 green. You know, when it's green, Vic, it's not a good look, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, look at all that. Look at all that green. Matchup galore. Green, green,
I mean,
green.
something I don't understand. Like Tyreek Hill is gonna have Sauce cover him, so that might be a tough matchup. Tat's gonna have Carlton Davis on him. I mean, Hunter Henry might. Oof.
Yo, Carlton Davis kind of cheeks, man. He has not shown me anything.
I don't think he's cheeks, man. I think Carlton Davis. He's supposed to be playing the number twos, not the number one receiver, week in and week out. That's
Oh,
Gonzo's
well,
job.
Gonzo might be playing
Gon-
this week, so
Gonzo's hurt. That's Gonzo's job. So when Gonzo decides to come back, stop being a little bitch. Um, Carlton Davis will go back to playing twos, and he'll be back to the player. He'll be the player. He'll be why we'll know why we signed him. The lockdown number two receivers.
we will see.
Yeah, I
I think
think
Ryan.
Gonzo's making a business decision. So I'm not a fan of
No,
Gonzo
that
right now,
yo,
man.
no, Vrabel's the one that held them out. I
I
think
hope
Vrabel was
so.
feeling very confident that we were going to win against the Steelers, and that blew up in his face. And then you got, oh man, Moose versus Steve. Holy cow! I don't know. I think, man, I think Steve's in for a rude awakening. That's what I think.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh wait, wow, Steve don't got his roster set up.
No, he doesn't have
I
a
just seen the
quarterback.
percentage. It was like 20% chance of winning. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna be starting Brock Purdy if he's in there.
I see Moose to start my boy QJ. Let's get it.
Oh my gosh, here we go. You Ja goes against Kalu.
Kalu.
Ooh, the champ, man. Starting 1 and 2. He could be starting 1 and 3.
Nice matchup right there.
I know. It's yeah, that's a good. Oof. I think Janelle's gonna be kind of nervous after this one.
Then we got the Snowman, Young Jeezy versus DMX. Kev and KT.
Yo, KT can put the kill shot on Steve on Kev, man. There you go. There you go, KT. You have your opportunity to end Kevin's carpet ride. Magic carpet ride.
Man, I'm looking at Kev's team, man. He just, a lot of bad luck inside the season. Lost CeeDee Lamb. Um, he lost Aaron Jones, who's on IR. Yeah.
Yo, did he start Daniel Jones last week?
I don't know.
He did. He did. He did. Okay. But yeah, that's the matchups of the week, man. I hope you guys are ready for Thursday night football and these matchups that are coming, man. It's week 4 already, guys.
I fucking hate that. I got like my half my roster playing Thursday night.
Oh, that's not the best. I don't think I have anyone playing tomorrow night. Well, tonight.
I hate Thursday night games, man.
Yeah, they're the worst. Absolute worst, man. Absolute worst. But all right, guys. Good luck this weekend. We'll be seeing you. Hope you enjoy the episode.
Fellas, God bless. Good luck. Goo wop.
Deuces.